Hi Gracers, much love all the way from London. There's a couple of days left into the new year, and I just thought this was the perfect opportunity to reach out and say hi. You must excuse the noise you're going to hear probably, because I live in a very busy part of London, so it's never quiet, and this is literally the only little spot in our place where I can find enough light and I can just really be a little bit quieter. But yes, please, so excuse the noise. And again, I just wanted to reach out and say thank you for your great support, for your time, and also for your trust all the way through what has been personally a very big year. But it certainly has been so globally, and I sense very much for you too. It has been a year of growth when oftentimes I had to sit down with what I call very uncomfortable and, unspeakable truths. There are things wanted to emerge within each one of us that we often don't allow ourselves to reveal, not even to ourselves. We hide them away. We hide them, at the back, away from us, because they are the things that don't make us a nice and positive and shiny person. They're very dark. But if we don't acknowledge them, our light will always be tarnished. So it's been a year of doing a lot of that, a lot of sitting down with this quite dark, often, truths. And so moving into 2023, the one thing I'm going to take with me is trust. Trust that at any point, no matter what is happening around me and within me, I am well. That is a part of me that is truly well. And I'm always held by very strong hands. They're right behind me and they hold me up whenever life gets too tough, whenever the world becomes too heavy, whenever I need to fall back and just take a breath before I get going again. And I wish you the same. I wish you very much trust in yourself, in your abilities to be well at any point. Before you're perfect, before the world can see your shining light, you are well. And most of all, I wish you the ability to stop from time to time, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed. Allow yourself those 5 minutes. And it doesn't have to be special. It doesn't have to be, all fancy and spiritual. And that's quite often where we get stuck. Because unless we join the course, we join the class, we do all sorts of fancy things, we don't think we're doing enough for ourselves to be well. But even 5 minutes throughout the day, when you just ask yourself, what do I need? It's a very simple question, but it makes such a difference. What do I need right now? What is it that I'm feeling? Well, I'm feeling a bit tense, or I'm feeling a bit anxious, or I'm just feeling a bit spaced out, a bit, not being all over the place. What do I need? And the answer will always be very simple. You've got to stick with this. Go with the simplicity of life. That things are already so complex, so make your life as simple as possible. So, from my little corner here in the city of London, much love and grace from my heart to yours. And truly with the hope that we'll get to see one another more often throughout 2023. I find hard to do videos because of the logistics. But But it's such a pleasure to speak to you all, and many of you do reach out, and thank you so much. And most of all, I wanted to remind you that my intuitive storytelling is going really well. So please have a look on my website at weekendgrace.com. It's a very lovely way for you to gain clarity on anything in your life, anything that is happening, that you may have questions, that you may have doubts. And oftentimes I find that we people, especially the ones in our group, we know already. We're very aware. We know what's happening. And we just perhaps need to ask one question rather than booking ourselves for, many sessions with a therapist and start a very lengthy process. Quite often, that answer is right before ourselves, and just by reaching out, by writing it down, then you start the process already. And then I sit down with your questions. You can ask up to 3 questions, and I go into a very still, quiet place, and I let my inner wisdom come up with a little story that I write down for you to go back to whenever you need. So it's a lovely, very special process I truly enjoy offering. So have a look on my website, but have a lovely, lovely 2023. Make it your year, knowing that you're well. Okay? Take care. Much love and grace from my heart to yours.